back to another episode of CONVOS at Home.
Belated Merry Christmas
Woohoo!
to the internet universe.
Yes, internet universe.
Yan.
Diba? At bilang Christmas season, or it was, we are dressed up still in our Christmas attire and we have changed our names, right?
Well, I'm gonna go along, so
Yes,
go
you should,
introduce
because
yourself.
You're my husband. Yes. So, welcome. Hi, my name is Bea Benedicto, but for today, you guys can call me Santa Bea. Like the song,
Oh.
diba?
Give us a sample.
Santa Bea, she sure.
So you just expose yourself that you actually don't know the lyrics, no?
Kaya hindi ako nangangaroling eh.
Yeah. And
Oo.
since I am too critical always of Christmas, you can call me Jech or AKA The Grinch.
Yes.
Yan.
Well, all year round naman yan. Sanay na ako.
Grabe. Nagustuhan na ba yung Christmas gift ko sa'yo?
Of course. Thank you so much for the pabango.
Yeah,
What about you? Do you like my Christmas gift?
Ikaw yung regalo mo di ba?
Best gift ever. Bam.
It's only cool when I say it. You can't refer to yourself and say it.
But I'm trying, I feel like I'm cool sometimes.
Silence in the studio. If you guys are listening to us on Twitter or X, please make sure to follow PLDT Home.
Yep,
Diba?
that's right. And if you're listening to Convos at Home on podcast platforms, you can also follow PLDT Home.
And of course, if you are watching us on YouTube or TikTok, please hit that subscribe button para you don't miss any episode or any content.
Yep. So we're counting down the days till the year ends. Konti na lang. And I know everybody's already on holiday mode.
2024.
Diba? And this is the period that they call holiday limbo, actually.
What's holiday limbo?
Yeah.
Did you just coin that term?
That was me. No, just kidding. I mean, it is actually the period between Christmas and New Year, when everyone gets to take a break. You kind of don't really know what day it is, what's going on. But we're all just here enjoying the last few moments of the year.
You just have like fruit cake in your fridge. Every day you're slicing, you're wondering, bakit hindi siya nauubos?
Oo, pati yung spaghetti, no? So, diba?
Don't make me hungry. Sorry. Don't make me hungry. But, I'm super ready to soak up the remainder of the holiday season. I am just very, very happy to be on break.
Yep.
So I can catch up on, just watching my favorite shows.
Yeah.
Diba?
And if you guys are like Jech, who's going to binge watch movies, series, you can give your home Wi-Fi connection a boost for a smooth viewing experience, syempre, when you avail of Fiber Plus Plan 1899.
That is powered by internet speeds of up to 200 Mbps and comes with 2 Wi-Fi mesh units, plus more exciting promos and giveaways monthly.
Just visit pldthome.com/fiber-upgrade for more details.
Yan. So, let's move on to our first segment, diba? Parang, here are some thoughts from posts from citizens of the internet.
Wow.
Let's start with Facebook post number 1 from Patawaka. Okay, ito. Yung gusto mo ng hamon sa Pasko, kaso yung hamon ng buhay yung binigay.
I like that play on words.
Are you able to differentiate the hamons?
Excuse me, marunong ako magtagalog. Don't you notice I'm speaking more Filipino in this episode?
She has evolved from...
Are you impressed?
She has evolved from season 1 to season 2. Mas marami na siyang alam na Tagalog words.
But yes, hamon. Oh my goodness. And
Hamon or hamon?
yeah, hamon. I don't like hamon, but I do like hamon. Tigilan mo nga ako. Ito na, post number 2 from Sun4K. My 2024 resolution is to become my own person.
Whoa.
Capitalize yung M. sa
Why? Why is
my.
that? Why is that?
I guess he's really taking control of his life, capital H.
Well, do you have a New Year's resolution for 2024?
Oh my goodness. I mean, I tell myself this all the time. Seryoso ba?
Yeah.
Seryosong
Did I put you on the
resolution?
spot?
Yes, you did.
I'm curious.
It's always the case, indeed. My serious resolution is to be really more in the moment, because it has really been a whirlwind, especially with the Burr months. Ang daming ganap, tapos ang hirap mag-center ng sarili natin, and just really enjoy our experiences in life.
Wow.
Oh, diba? So deep, so early in the episode. You can also come up with something less serious. Meron
My
ba?
New Year's resolution? I don't know. I guess eat healthier. Maybe.
Seryosohin na natin.
Right. Finally, right?
Finally.
But let's go to post number 3 from Work is Life PH, diba? Sabi niya, what is the biggest lesson you've learned in your career as we approach 2024? Diba? And si Miss Ladrillo Concepcion has responded by saying, believe in yourself and know your worth and never stop learning. Space period.
Space period ka dyan.
I am a grammar Nazi. I'm sorry.
But yes, it is time to bring in today's special guest. Our guest lineup gets really better and better every episode.
Every episode. I like how we've been doing this string of episodes where it's like a self-improvement type of scene. You know, like last episode, someone was teaching us how to manage our finances.
Yes.
And you know, this special episode, someone will teach us a thing or two about being confident. Diba?
Exciting. She is actually a former women's magazine editor and editorial director with a mission to empower people to achieve their goals and fulfill their dreams.
She has transformed her career and is now a motivational speaker and a confidence coach, helping other women develop the confidence that they need to bring themselves to the next level.
Let's all welcome Myrza Sison!
Hello!
Wow!
Hi!
Hello.
How are
Did you like that intro?
Meron din akong special greeting of my own.
Okay.
Myrza Sison's greeting.
I like that. I like that.
Gusto ko yun. Per name, meron tayong pakulo.
Personalized.
That is good. But yeah, we're very, very to have you here and thank you for taking the time. You know, it's hectic during the holiday season.
Super hectic. Oh
Diba?
my gosh.
But how was 2023? It's winding down.
I know, it whizzed by just like that. And you know, parang kahapon lang na 2022 and we still had a bit of work-life balance, but 2023 was all work, right?
Oh, wow.
We were juggling everything, right? Parang merong revenge face-to-face.
Yes. Revenge everything.
So dami
no?
events.
It is what you were saying, diba? Parang it's revenge everything.
Yeah.
Revenge everything. But in a way,
Revenge.
that's a good thing.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing. But parang I suddenly cherish the 3 years pa. The 3 years na walang magawa. And then ngayon, wala nang time.
I actually cherish the 3 years na parang you just have your own space.
Right?
And I don't know. I don't know. I'm not trying to be antisocial. It's just like sometimes right now it's like, oh, pare kita naman tayo, taga natin di nakita. Which is valid, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes you're like, I just want to stay home.
Nasanay ba?
Oo.
Nasanay.
Right.
But you know, babe, a lot of people know Miss Myrza from her editorial director stint in publishing, diba? So can you tell us about how you transitioned from that lifestyle journalism aspect to confidence coaching?
Yeah.
Right. It wasn't a straight transition. So at the tail end of 2019, I retired from Summit Media after 25 years in publishing.
Wow. Congratulations.
Hoping to, because I spoke a lot as an editor-in-chief of various publications, Cosmo, Marie Claire, Spot.ph, and Female Network. I thought I could be a motivational speaker, events host, and then bam, pandemic. Walang events.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Walang imo-motivate. May mga webinars.
Yeah.
But it was around this time that a friend of mine put up a coaching academy, which was a branch of an American and international coaching academy called the Center for Executive Coaching. And she was inviting me to enroll. And I'm like, parang ang dami ng life coach. Parang lahat na lang ng tao life coach. So parang, it's not my thing. And then she said, although this was executive coaching, and the difference being life coaching focuses more on personal goals and executive coaching more on professional goals. And then she said, but it's so natural for you to mentor and coach because in your 25 years in publishing, you mentored hundreds of writers, editors, photographers, models, stylists. So it's a natural transition. I said, oh, nga no. So I gave it a shot. And then I, took the course, got certified, did my hours. And then voila. So it wasn't planned, it wasn't expected, but that's how life is, right?
Yeah.
Unexpected careers
Wow.
just crop up. And it's like the nth career in a long line of careers. I started as a computer programmer. I became a model. I became an editorial director.
It's so interesting for you to say you started as a computer programmer.
Yes. I
What
was
a journey.
Fun fact,
programmer.
for
What a
people who don't know that.
Yes.
What a journey. Diba?
Yeah.
Pero ano, is there anything that, in particular that kind of inspired you to be like, sige, I think I can take the plunge, become like a life coach?
Right. Well, ever since I was a launch editor-in-chief of Cosmopolitan Philippines, and it was in 1997. I don't know if you were born already. Were you?
I love that you're asking that question. And actually, hindi pa ako pinapanganak.
Okay.
But I love it. I love it that you're asking that question. You're like my favorite guest.
So anyway, and the mission of Cosmo was to encourage and empower women to be the best they could be in every aspect of their life. So I kind of imbibed the mission of Cosmo throughout my career life. And the mission continues. It's just in a different maybe venue or methodology or tool. And coaching is a more direct and hands-on approach on actual individuals. So the empowerment goes beyond the pages of a magazine or beyond clicks on a website. So I guess this is the real thing. Like you meet the actual people whose lives you want to transform.
It's one-on-one.
Yes. I do one-on-one group coaching, and then I also give talks and workshops.
Ayun.
Yeah.
So kita mo talaga, parang
Yeah.
naapektuhan yung mga tao
Yes,
kinakausap
you can see
mo.
the transformation before your very
Yeah, because you would read the magazines and
I would
sometimes
read it.
you'd feel like, oh, am I talking, or sorry, are you talking to me? Diba? Pero so ito firsthand.
Yes,
harapan,
yes,
yan. Are there some, like skills or experiences that you can recall from your time in journalism that is helping
the
you
skills
today?
definitely came in handy because you have to be very curious. You have to have a
Curious.
nose for news. So medyo chismosa tayo dyan. So you have to be chismosa about their lives, but only the pertinent chismis, right? Non-relevant chismis.
So hindi ka pala pwede mag-ano. Kasi sa'yo, yung mga
relevant.
yung mga non-relevant chismis yung gusto niya.
So you can see kung saan siya, di ba? When you dig deep into their lives, you can see, what's relevant, what made this person who they are. It helps to be an active listener, because if you're a journalist, you ask questions. So, the art of asking questions because you're curious, and then you have to listen. You have to show empathy, diba? You have to be able to distill the information and reflect it back on the person. When you're a journalist, you make sense of what's happening in the world by presenting it and communicating it in a coherent, sensible way.
Yeah.
Through coaching naman, you help the person make sense of all the muddle of thoughts in their heads. A coach kind of walks the person through the muddle in their mind so that they can achieve clarity. So related and definitely very, very useful.
Wow. Yeah, so you picked up a bunch of things there. But my question is, what your focus is on confidence coaching, right?
Confidence coaching is my niche. I can do coaching in any kind of realm or problem, but I decided to focus on confidence because I have observed that Filipinos in particular, a lot of us are very competent, but we're not confident. Parang it's not the same. You could be very skilled or you could be an expert in a field, but without the confidence to speak up during meetings or to speak in public or to convey your thoughts, nobody will ever know about what you're thinking or how good you are. And I want to bridge that gap by helping people, by arming them. Imagine if the competent but introverted and shy people were armed with the confidence, then diba, so much talent will explode among
That's you.
the world.
That's you.
I get that.
That's you.
Because I always tell people that I'm actually an introverted person.
So am I, but nobody believes.
No, same.
So the two of you are like two peas in a pod.
Nobody believes.
Right?
But talaga, when there is a little bit of confidence there, I would have loved to have you, as my coach, diba?
Growing up,
Ganon.
we've been together for a while, and part of the things I worked on during our relationship was always to like tell her, just assert yourself more, speak up, because you have like good ideas. Sometimes you have good ideas.
Sometimes lang.
I qualified it, Babe, it's 2024. Part of my New Year's resolution is to not lie anymore, diba?
So you were really not yet born in 97.
No, I wish I weren't, but I've been born quite a few years in 1997. But super interesting. Like, I just wanted to go back when you were describing journalism as opposed to yung confidence, just coaching in general.
Right.
But I remembered like my mga college profs describing journalism because I took up communication.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It
was one of the tracks. Just parang ganon, you're presenting the news in a cohesive way for the audience to understand, diba? Is this an unfair question? Which one do you like doing more?
Well, it's hard to choose because it was part of my evolution. So right now, this is what I like to do. I just finished that era. That era of my life, 25 years. You can't say I didn't devote a big chunk of my life. So it's time to evolve and do other things. But the skills will remain, and I'll always have that lens, a journalist lens.
Ito yung next chapter sa buhay ni Miss Sison.
Miss Sison's greetings.
Diba? Miss Sison's greetings. For like someone who has no clue where to start.
Right.
If they feel like they know they need a confidence boost or they know they have to be more confident, how do they start?
It all starts with self-awareness. You have to know yourself inside out. Strengths, weaknesses, what you want to do in life, what is your why, what is your purpose? What is your purpose?
Cool.
Because when you know who you are and what you want out of life, then you're more confident about where you want to go and what it will take for you to get there. I make weekly confidence reels on Instagram. And in one of the reels, I mentioned how come people like Maria Ressa, Greta Thunberg, those are my examples, and Malala Yousafzai, right? They're so brave. And, they don't have time to think, confident ba ako to say what I have to say? Because they have this burning desire and they're coming from a sense of purpose na. The people have to know the truth. The people have to know that, the globe is melting or, the people have to know they're so emboldened with their purpose and what they need to do and say to everyone to help them, that they have no time for like stage fright, right?
Yeah.
And they appear so confident. So, try and apply that to yourself. Maybe your purpose is not as, intense or deep. But if you know what you want to convey, you know what you want to achieve and do, it will almost come naturally. So start with, really assessing yourself and thinking of ano bang gusto ko talaga, di ba? And then I think it will come naturally.
Wow.
Maybe that's a question you never asked.
Napa-ano ako dun.
Napaisip ka.
Medyo philosophical bigla.
No, you know what? Like, you like those kinds of episodes and answers, di ba?
Yeah, when
so,
you have to think about it.
Yeah. So parang it's more, let's try to find what your purpose is muna. Like the why.
Right, the why, right?
Oh.
And then maybe you won't be so tongue-tied. Of course, it's not like that big of a jump, right? You have to take many baby steps. And I like to say that, some people say, buti ka pa, confident ka. They think it's a trait that you're born with, but it's actually a skill.
Yeah.
An example I like to use in my talks is when I made the jump from very introverted, nerdy computer programmer who never really spoke, like, I was quiet and invisible. And then I wanted to become a model. Suddenly, I had to walk on a runway and, project emotions in front of hundreds of people. How the hell did I do that?
How did you make that jump?
And then I remember that I didn't know how to walk the runway. I didn't even know how to walk in heels. And one tip that I got was put a long line of masking tape at home in your house on the floor and then walk in heels every night hundreds of times until you get it right. And then it just occurred to me as I was preparing for this talk. It's a metaphor, one step at a time on that masking tape in the runway of life.
Oh.
And before you know it, one foot in front of the other until it becomes a thing and until you master your thing.
That's
and the
cool.
more you do it, the more confident you become. So during my first ever runway gig at the food court of SM North EDSA,
Love it.
What is that?
it was a disaster. I walked out, I was galumphing, and I had like a tag hanging on my shirt. It was a disaster. So, parang lucky for me, I didn't get sacked. Like I got hired for the next show and the next show and the next show. And even if I made a fool of myself over and over and over again, in time you get better.
Yeah.
So another piece of advice I like to give is fail fast, but fail forward. And the faster you fail, it's scary, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's afraid of failure. The faster you fail, the more feedback you'll get. And then the better you'll be. You'll actually save time.
That's
So
true.
yun, that should like relieve people of their fears. Like, so what? Kung mahulog ako, kung madapa ako, kung magkalat ako, at least alam ko na. And then, how low can you go kung nadapahan na, di ba?
That is cool.
So there.
is so true,
Baby
though.
steps, fail forward, know your why.
But I do like your story when you said parang you just wanted to make that jump and you hadn't experienced walking like with
Yes.
heels and everything. But parang for me, it shows a lot of like motivation and you really wanted to do it.
I don't know
Diba?
why. Maybe
Yeah.
because my dad owns Book Sale, the chain of bargain bookstores. So it was the early days of Book Sale. So as a teenager, I had access to all the fashion magazines.
Right.
So I was living in the pages of Vogue and Glamour. So in my secret fantasy world, I was not a computer programmer. I was a model. And then I made it come true.
Galing.
And so if I did that, then I can reinvent myself to be whatever I want to be. Maybe not Heidelin Diaz because it takes a whole other set of skills.
Ibang training
but
yun.
I guess, if you learn what it takes to do it and then you learn the skills, pwede naman.
Oh,
diba?
anything is possible.
Anything is
That is so
possible.
true.
But that's cool because I feel like it's a personal story and an insight into her own experience. Do you have like parang particular client that you always remember na parang it will show your experience with this person na nag-transform siya, mas naging confident na siya.
So one of my clients, she always liked to say or give what she determined was an excuse of I'm an introvert kasi. Kasi parang after the pandemic, she found herself in a like a party and then she wasn't speaking and her friend said, "Bakit you're not talking?" It's okay, I'm an introvert kasi. Siguro the pandemic kind of like intensified her introversion. And then her friend said, "I think you're just using that as an excuse to not talk anymore." So parang natauhan siya. And then she came to me and said, "I think I need to work with you about this problem." And then so slowly we walked through what was going on. We dug deep to see what her limiting beliefs were, maybe some misconceptions until we found clarity. And then we set goals like parang baby steps, diba? So, okay, for our first exercise, you will maybe speak to the bartender or speak to the barista, diba? Parang small baby steps until you're speaking to more people.
Yeah.
And then she went to a convention that she feared going to because she didn't know what she was going to say to anyone. And then, so we had like milestone goals until finally she got the hang of it. And then she was able to practice her confidence skills.
Wow.
And then now she's, the goal is not to become an extrovert, not at all.
Yeah.
But to be, maybe to grapple with or manage your social anxiety by connecting with people in your own way. Because introverts have a whole set of unique traits also that make them good with people. Like they're good listeners, they're good conversationalists. Diba? They say that introverts think to talk and extroverts talk to think. Do you agree? Like sometimes extroverts are talking and talking and talking while they're formulating their thoughts. But the introvert will be very quietly composing their thoughts before they speak.
To some extent, I would have to agree, but I'm not sure if you're a great listener. That's why I was reacting. I was like, yeah, I talk to think. But like, my wife, I'm not sure she listens to me all that much, right?
I think my husband will say the same thing about me.
Yeah, you introverts.
But during coaching, I am a good listener.
Yeah.
No, but that's cool. Kasi, di ba, parang, I'm just curious. Through the many students that you've coached, is there like a common theme as to, or a common limiting, that mindset?
Right.
That makes it difficult for them?
Right.
Meron ba?
There's an epidemic of imposter syndrome.
What is that?
Oh, it's when you think you're an imposter. Like, no matter how successful you are, you feel like maybe they made a mistake, diba? Why me? Why am I the one chosen to do such and such? Baka nagkamali lang sila.
You know, I hear that a lot.
Diba? Yeah. And no matter how high up the ladder you go or no matter how successful you are, Oprah Winfrey still has imposter syndrome. Even Meryl Streep, even Steve Jobs supposedly had imposter syndrome. So it never goes away because maybe at the back of our mind, we're always thinking, baka swerte lang, di ba? And we're even self-deprecating. We say, hey, congratulations, you achieved this and that. And you're like, baka swerte lang, di ba? Actually, hindi naman ako, di ba? But actually, we don't claim enough credit and we don't really kind of like congratulate ourselves or even see our own worth. So there's a lot of imposter syndrome going on. So that's something that I help clients.
You think
overcome.
That's also like part of our culture kasi?
Yes.
Diba?
Our culture is,
like
diba, magpakumbaba.
Yeah.
Huwag magbuhat ng sariling bangko. Or,
I hear that a lot.
ikaw naman feel na feel. Or gandang-ganda sa sarili. Diba?
It's not like I lift my own bench, right? But I feel like yun, parang sometimes in the office or even in school, diba, you do well and your classmates are like, oh, but you're like, hindi, chamba lang yan. I feel like I've used that a lot myself.
Cultural. And parang if you say, huy, ganda mo naman today, thank you, yabang naman. Parang magiging confident, di ba? Even I have a hard time.
Because, like if you watch foreign movies, sorry for the general term, di ba? Parang they say, hey, you look good today. Thank you.
Yeah.
It
Sa atin,
should be more like that.
Sa atin nga, parang, hey, you look good today. Ano lang to? Parang makeup lang yan. Parang ganyan. Even you're still like that, diba? I mean, she hosts, we're hosting this podcast, but still, diba? There's some, I think it's a cultural thing.
It's definitely a cultural thing that we have to kind of like maybe help change the culture so we appreciate ourselves more.
Yeah, but I just, that's interesting for me. I just didn't know that there was a name to that pala, yung imposter syndrome.
Oh, you learned something new.
Yeah, that's cool. I always learn something new.
And this debilitates people. Like now, social media, diba? Whatever your business, you need social media. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
And a lot of entrepreneurs, for example, these days people don't just buy a product from a company. They like to buy from a person. And a lot of entrepreneurs resist putting themselves out there in social media because feeling nila nagyayabang. Feeling nila, why am I gonna put my face there? Parang so self-absorbed, parang so yabang naman. And this can be like a drawback because your competitor will outdo you because they know, diba? May persona siya that people like to buy from. So you don't have that competitive advantage. So this is something that I also help people do. Like take the stigma out of presenting yourself to the world, showing what you can do, lifting the bench once in a while.
Yeah. Because you deserve it, diba?
Yeah.
Yun. I like it. I like how it's like also, diba, parang executive level talaga.
Yes.
I should like sign up for some classes,
Yes,
diba?
sure. We should do a discovery
Do you think I need pa?
Oo.
Or
Hindi
sobra na.
pa. Or baka dapat bawas-bawasan ako.
Grabe. I naalala ko tuloy yung speech ng best man ko nung wedding. Diba? You were saying, yeah, Jech. Parang I can't remember that lie. I can't forget pala that lie. He opened the parang, yeah, Jech. It's one thing, he's never short of his confidence.
Oh.
And I'm like, that's not true. Diba? But yeah, let's take a little break from our conversation, diba? And let's play a game which we like to call like, comment, or share.
Woohoo!
It's our new and improved game.
Yep.
So,
in this game, we'll show you a series of social media posts, and you just need to react with either a like, a comment, or a share.
Okay.
And of course, if you choose comment, you have to let us know what you're going to comment. That's simple.
And if I choose share, what do I do?
no, we'll just share
Pwede
it.
share, pero pwede ding share na may quote. You can say something also if you
Yeah.
like, diba?
Ako yung mag-share pala.
Yeah.
No, and you know,
Sharing time.
you know what? I feel like I'm super curious to know what your comments will be.
Yeah.
Because you're very outspoken. So let's get into this.
All right,
Diba?
post number 1 by Girl Interrupted. Ooh. Building your skills boosts your confidence. When you're well-informed, there's no reason to be nervous. Be there to learn more and stay open, but lead with a solid foundation.
Like.
Oh, yeah. We give this a like.
Yes.
You agree with...
Correct ka dyan, Girl Interrupted.
Dito tayo sa post number 2 from Vision of 8. Wow, angas ng name niya. Optimistic for the future, even with so many challenges currently that I am facing in life. Excited to end this year off with a bang and getting prepared for the new year. Heart. Diba? How do we react to this?
Hirapan ako sa lack of punctuation.
I know.
I shall try
I am
to.
sandwiched by grammar
May red ball
Nazis.
pa ba kayo dyan?
Yes, I know she appreciated. Parang kanina I was like making
I know, yes.
not snide.
Kindred spirit.
Side comments about,
Okay. Comment.
Anong comment?
You
natin?
can express yourself more confidently with proper punctuation and people will understand you better. VIII. So like and comment with a link to maybe punctuation.
May link. Educational.
But yes, I agree with what you're saying. You can just say it with more clarity if you have the tools and punctuation.
She is officially my
help you.
favorite guest.
Ito. Post by Confidently Women.
Okay.
Ooh, I follow this. One day, we're both going to make it, sis, because if I make it, you're coming with me.
Yes.
Oh.
Like, my comment is, I agree because empowered women empower women. And so let's foster a culture of women not competing but collaborating, and let's all get there together.
Hey, that's
And yun na rin yung sharing ko.
Amen, sister.
yeah, but that's super
a
like
valid
resonates with you,
Right?
diba?
Because there is that thing about women.
Oh, yes.
So competitive for
when
some
we're
reason.
pitted against each other, I always say that instead of comparing yourself to who you think is your competition, use her as, like, think of her as a mentor. Like, what is she doing right that you're not doing? And maybe if you did it, you can get there too, instead of like hating on her for what she has that you don't have or what she achieved that you don't have. Teka, ano ba yung strategy niya? Paano niya nakuha yung 1 million followers na yan?
Yeah, so for all the haters there. But sorry, I'm just curious. That's more of a woman thing, no?
Yeah.
Than for me.
Dudes are always just so chill. Okay,
I know,
let's
right?
move to the next post by Michelle Mayer Designs.
Yeah.
Confidence isn't thinking you're better than anyone else. It's realizing that you have no reason to compare yourself to anyone else.
Speaking of
Ayun.
comparison.
Exactly.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Exactly.
exactly your point. Ito.
Like.
Like. All right.
That's cool.
Next
And
one.
the last post is from Hannah Collective. Dear me, thank you for putting in the work. Love me.
Very good. Yes, like, and my comment is, yes, confidence is not enough on its own. You got to be competent. And that means putting in the work. So sadly, some confident people who are not even competent get ahead further in life. Yeah. In fact, there is a book called Why Incompetent Men Become Leaders.
Are you talking to me?
Not you, but a lot of world leaders are very confident but not competent, and there's a whole book about it.
Yeah, but I like this. I like this poster.
Yes, very cute.
It's a very...
I also like the design. So if you guys are watching us on YouTube, tingnan nyo. Ang cute ng design. No?
Put up the video. I feel also it's like a very Matthew Balikod yung type of post. Yeah.
Siya pala yung gumawa.
Siya pala si Hannah Collective, no? But yeah, thank you. Thank you for participating in our game. Diba? I like I like how she corrected the grammar.
Oh, sorry.
Parang ikaw lang.
Feedback, yun. There's no failure, only feedback.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Diba? Gusto ko yung recovery.
So guys, give your home Wi-Fi connection a boost when you avail of Fiber Plus Plan 1899.
That is powered by internet speeds of up to 200 Mbps and comes with 2 Wi-Fi mesh units plus more exciting promos and giveaways monthly.
Just visit pldthome.com/fiber-upgrade for more details.
Yan. So, exacto. Di ba kanina tinatanong kita what your New Year's resolution is. Ito, we're starting 2024 in a few days. So, I'm sure there's a lot of people that are reflecting on how they can be better this coming year. What practices or like what baby steps do you think they should take?
Right. You change behavior by breaking down the behavior into habits. Like when you break down this behavior, let's say what would you like to change? What bad habit would you like to change?
Oh no.
In 2024.
Yeah, go put her on the spot. Go put her on the spot. Let's go.
What is my bad habit?
Do you have any bad habits?
What?
Or something that, why did I do that again?
Oh my goodness.
Overthinking?
Babalik tayo sa
sige,
past
balikan
episode.
natin.
Magiging shopping na naman to.
But essentially, whatever you want to change, you break it down into, let's say, you want to go to the gym.
Okay.
But for some reason, maraming excuse, hindi ka makapunta ng gym.
Yeah.
So you break it down into habits, diba? What are the steps for you? Like if you break it down, what gets you from couch potatohood to the gym, diba?
Okay.
What are the excuses? You have to get up, put on the clothes, walk to the gym, pack the water, diba? Parang before you know it, or before what gets in the way, diba? Try to analyze, like, procrastinating. I said I'm gonna go there at 5:00, but then my boyfriend called, and then we're gonna have wine instead. So napurnada na naman yung gym, diba? When you try and track the flow of what leads to the bad habit, try and see how you can reverse engineer it, diba? So one thing that I used to do, na I must try and do again, is all those excuses, try and do an action step that kind of like takes care of all those excuses. So before, I would wear my gym wear to sleep.
What? Really?
Yeah. And then, pagising mo, suot mo na diba?
Oh, that's cool. Wala na
Excuse ka pa ba?
Suot mo na.
Tapos nakapack na yung mga stuff, diba? And then, dapat yung gym medyo malapit. Otherwise, hindi ka naman pupunta.
Yeah.
So, you break it down into, think of all the obstacles, and think of all the steps, and think of all the habits that you must institute. So, for example, for me rin, ayokong maligo unless nag-gym ako. Kasi sayang. Sayang.
Oh, that's you.
Kung may pawis,
You guys can be like
mas
best
okay
friends.
mag-shower, diba? So, parang, hindi ako maliligo unless mag-gym ako. So, you make going to the gym like brushing your teeth. Diba? Para siyang cleansing of toxins.
So parang nilagay mo siya as a step talaga.
Yes. Parang hindi ako mag-shower unless pawisan ako. Then that takes care of it. So if you link habits together, you can change your behavior.
Okay.
So that's like one
I
thing
can
that
speak
like
for you in a little bit of that sense because your mindset probably be like, hindi ako mag-gym until may cute ako na activewear. Because she's always like that. No? Like,
so dapat cute lahat ng active.
Shopping for activewear.
Get her for New Year.
Oh, diba?
Pwede.
For New Year naman.
Since niregalo mo na siya ng Christmas.
Will that work?
So yeah, I
Maybe,
suggest
maybe.
creating habits or linking habits.
I like the entire bit. I just have a question, just for in relation to what she said. You know what pernada means?
Oh, is that
Actually-
like
Actually, I
Gen
don't.
X Tagalog?
You know what it means?
What does it mean?
A secret. Parang kinontext squeeze lang niya, you know.
Of
She's
course.
like,
Etymology.
You know,
she's like, yeah.
Maybe it's a Spanish word.
Kakaroon na tayo ng compilation ng mga Filipino words na hindi ko alam.
I just didn't. Sorry, I mean we're way ahead, and I love the answer. I just didn't want to let it go because it's been
Okay, tell her what pernada
Oh, what
is.
does it mean?
I actually don't know myself.
Grabe
context.
to. Nang on the spot, tapos
From
siya
the
hindi niya rin alam.
context.
Pero bakit? Pero inisip mo ba na alam ko?
Siyempre.
Oh, confidence. Confidence kasi.
Act as if
pala
you
yun.
are and you will.
Confidence lang yun.
So pernada means like waylaid or canceled.
Yeah.
Hindi natuloy.
Okay. That's what I learned today.
Pwede siyang word of the day.
Parang word of the day, meron kang imposter syndrome. Ako meron akong pronada.
Yeah, but this is really shaping up to be like one of my favorite episodes. No joke. Because I feel like a lot of it reminds us to be just aware and be mindful.
Right.
Diba? Just with ourselves, what we want to achieve, what we're doing, and how we want to move forward.
Right.
Is there any overstating as to how mindfulness is important in this growth to becoming more confident?
I think you, in a nutshell, you said it all. Mindfulness leads to awareness. Self-awareness leads to confidence. So it's so essential. And how do we change behavior, diba? By being mindful of the habits and excuses that lead to that kind of behavior. So you always have to be mindful. So let's say you have a really bitchy inner critic, diba? Who talks to you in such a negative way. Ang tanga-tanga mo. Baka mo yung ginawa.
Yeah.
Oh my God, ang pangat-pangat mo today, diba?
Yeah.
If you are aware of that, then you can catch that inner critic and be mindful of when you do it again and then flip it on its head and maybe turn the inner critic into a cheerleader. And instead of saying, ang tanga-tanga mo, diba? You can practice self-compassion, and instead of that saying, okay, so you made a mistake, what can you do instead, diba? So just keep catching yourself, when you're mean to yourself, and just try to take a kinder approach, and you can see that it's going to work better in the long run. So that's a practical example of
Are there like
mindfulness.
parang steps they can take? Like, do you think like writing it down will
Writing
help?
it down definitely helps. That's why journaling is always suggested as a mindfulness practice. Doing a brain dump when you are overthinking and overwhelmed
What is a
really
brain
helps.
dump?
What is a brain dump?
Some people have a practice of when they're like overwhelmed, they're just like vomiting their thoughts into words on a piece of paper. So like, oh my God, dami kong gagawin. So try and just go, and then everything will come out there. And then you'll achieve clarity because they're not just swirling in your head causing you anxiety, but it's like laid out there for you to check and analyze, and
Yeah, that's cool.
you'll know what to do with it.
Maybe we should try that.
That's cool.
Because you only do photo dumps, diba?
Wow. I've never done a brain dump.
Or you could even, diba, the iPhone has a mic that, what do you call that function? Like the voice
Yeah.
recognition.
Recording, yeah.
So just like blab all your anxiety and thoughts, and then pwede siyang maging list, diba? Parang,
Really?
yeah.
Oh, I'm so
And
not
then
techy,
that's
I
like a
didn't
brain dump.
Oh,
Just press the mic icon.
Really?
In notes.
Really?
What?
Are you guys not younger than me?
No, it's just, Samsung, na joke
We're
lang.
Ay, sorry.
No, I kid.
I'm sure may ano siya. Katumba. Sorry, Tagalog na.
Uy, alam ko yung
Alam naman niya kung ano yun.
Equivalent.
Alam naman niya kung ano yun.
Tuloy
Katumbas
si
is
Myrza.
equivalent.
Yeah. Parang she'll forever judge you now. Diba? No, but that's great because, here in CONVOS, we're really advocating a lot of these awareness campaigns and being mindful, diba? How do you think your family or the people you're staying with at home, you're talking to at home, how do you think they play a part into all of this?
It's just one person, my husband. So he's been very, very supportive from the day I met him. And so he is my supportive family. In the beginning, my parents were not supportive of my career choices because I ditched
They wanted
an
you
IT
to.
future where I
wanted
could
you
have
to-
founded Facebook and became
Yeah.
a model. So they're
Yeah.
so pissed. They're like, bakit ka pa nag-aral? If you're gonna smile for a living. So parang in the beginning when we make radical decisions in our lives, maybe our family's not always there to support us. So we must form our own support system. Be with people who support you and encourage you and believe in you and are your cheerleaders, because a support system is really, really important. So in the long run, my family became more supportive. Maybe when they saw that, hey, this is going somewhere, and she actually made something of herself. I guess their lack of support was just probably fear.
Yeah.
But whoever your family is, whether it's your family of origin or your family of choice, it really helps to have a good support system and a solid connection with people who love you and support you and will, cheer you on no matter what.
And that's a step to really building confidence then.
Yes. And that's where you can draw your confidence from also.
Ikaw, di ba? Ako, I support you whatever you do.
Bakit ang defensive mo?
Because you were looking at me na parang,
Smirking ba?
I was agreeing.
she was agreeing, like if we saw her face, she was like,
I was agreeing.
How about the cat? Does the cat support you
Oh my
in
goodness,
your
the cat
endeavors?
is not supportive at all.
Oh my gosh.
the cat loves me more.
Inner critic ba? Outer critic ba yung cat?
Yeah. The critic
What a
has
catty
judgy
cat.
eyes forever. Parang, what are you doing?
So catty.
Oh, what are you shooting in this room, mommy? Parang shoot mo na naman. Ba't mo pa sinasama as prop?
Yeah. I bet she's like, I'm always a talent and you
Yeah.
never pay me.
I pay him with treats.
But yeah, so there's a lot for me to process. I feel like I'm personally, I feel like I'm not short on confidence, but I feel like there's a lot to process based on what you said this
Right.
whole episode. And thank you for sharing a lot of wisdom.
Thank
diba?
you.
Thank you.
For being willing participants.
Yeah.
My-
So
Coaching.
we're welcoming, diba? We're welcoming the 2024,
Right.
And for I know we touched upon this earlier, but if some people just like the summary. I know there's some
Okay.
people like that. You got any words of wisdom for them and how they can face 2024?
Right. Every new year, we face uncertainty, right? Like we're excited there's a new year, but then we're also like, oh my God, what's going to happen, right? So all I can say is face your fears, face the uncertainty. There's so many things that you want to do and so many risks that you want to take, and you will feel fear, but look at fear and the fear of failure as a chance and an opportunity also to grow and improve, and know that if you're confident enough to face any challenges or uncertainties that come your way, then you'll be able to tackle them no matter what. Like, face if you're scared of something, just do it scared.
Yeah.
Diba? Like, face the fear and just do it scared. Am I making sense?
No, but I think I get it. It's like just do it scared, but do it.
Yes.
Right?
Do it.
Yes.
Sometimes that's harder to do, but kaya naman, guys.
Yeah.
Parang
Yeah.
lahat naman ng hard days, you overcome them naman din.
And try and look back to what kind of challenges you overcame. Like, guys, we overcame 3 years of the pandemic where we were terrified. We didn't know if you were going to make it to the next year, but we got through that. And if you look back at your previous accomplishments, then you're armed with the confidence to face whatever uncertainties lie ahead.
Round of applause for that. Yep.
That's like a mic drop type of thing. Do kids still say that? Mic drop?
natin tong mic
Do the
natin.
kids still say mic drop? I don't know.
No, you're revealing your age. Hindi ka pala Gen Z.
But I super like that last bit. I feel like I need, maybe like a recording of it. But sometimes when I feel like not so confident, I just listen to it, diba? Oh. Diba?
Well, you can listen to my podcast.
Yes.
Called You
Yes.
Can Do This on Spotify. It drops every Friday. And it's on Spotify and anywhere that you get your podcasts.
Yeah.
Yan.
Could we have the title, please?
You Can Do This.
Yeah.
Is the title.
Is that the only place where we can find you? Do you have socials
You can
also?
find me everywhere. It's Myrza Sison, Myrza. I can't even spell my own name. MYRZASISON on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, saan pa ba? TikTok. Anywhere else? Myrza.com is my website too.
Are you sure tama yung spelling?
MYRZASISON.
Guys, take note of the spelling. Gusto ko yung sa LinkedIn eh. Yung mga congratulations on the promotion.
Yeah.
Diba? Parang LinkedIn is the place where you do the humble brag.
Yes. And it's justified because
Yeah.
everyone's doing it.
Yeah. Excited for my new role.
Yes.
Ganyan guys. So I go, sige, ikaw na.
Template na yung mga congrats, di ba?
Diba? Excited for my new role. But yeah.
Mag-link ka na rin ng Instagram and stuff mo.
Yeah, sure. You can, follow me, Jech the Grinch. No. Jech you across all social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok.
That's it.
Yeah, my Facebook's personal. So
Yeah.
I have LinkedIn. You can find me there where I do some humble brag.
Yeah, I don't have LinkedIn, guys, but you can find me on TikTok and Instagram. That's at Bea_Benedicto. And with that, we close this episode. So, if you were to share a quote, a phrase, or a thought that you picked up from our conversation today, what would it be and why?
Oh my gosh.
Could be yours. Could be anything from her. Could be something from me. Could be yours.
Can I call a friend? Michelle D. Can you help me out?
Kailangan ng powers.
Gusto mo ako mauna?
Sige, ikaw
sige.
lang mauna.
Ako? Okay, dalawang...
Tingnan ko kung nakikinig ka.
Ako dalawang sa akin eh.
Okay.
Una yung pinaka-nagustuhan ko yung pornada. Diba?
Yung katumbas.
Diba? Yung katumbas. Kasi alam ko yung katumbas, diba? Ginagamit namin yun yung grades ko. But the more serious one is yung fail fast but fail forward. Yan. I like that mindset kasi I feel like sometimes, when you're approaching something and there's always that fear of the unknown,
Right.
you can just try it. If it doesn't work out, at least alam mo na, but you move forward eh. Diba? I feel like, at least for me, that's how I've been trying to live.
Yeah.
Naks.
Live your life.
I was gonna say that, but it sounded so weird repeating the words. So I had like a stutter in my head. But I feel like that's how I've been trying to approach chapters in my life. Parang because like I recently moved from one place to another, literally, and also with my work. But I don't know what's gonna happen. Pero sige, let's fail fast, but let's fail forward.
Yeah.
Oh,
I also
diba?
liked when she was sharing about that because I feel like nag-flash back yung buhay ko. Kasi you said that you
Right.
wanted to be a model.
Yes.
And I was just like thrown into commercials from
Right.
like a quiet girl. So I was like, oh, that makes so much sense. Sobrang mahiyain ako, but all of a sudden, I have to act like this imaginary chicken is so
Yes.
delicious.
Delicious.
Diba? Pero okay, so ako, quote of the day.
Yeah,
My
please
favorite.
don't copy my answers.
No, ano ba? My favorite quote from Myrza was the fact that confidence is a skill. Because sometimes you do get that idea that person is so confident, that person is an extrovert, kaya parang wala akong laban dyan. Alam mo yun? Parang
Right.
that's the way that I used to think. And I feel like it really is something that you can get better at. So thank you for clarifying.
You're welcome. Right.
I like that. You've recovered from all the previous quote tweets or quotes of the day.
Wow.
Diba? No, but that's cool. That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool ba talaga? Okay. Sige. Ayan,
For
okay.
me, hindi ko siya nasabi dahil nakalimutan ko sabihin. So ngayon ko lang siya sasabihin.
Okay, game.
So my contribution to this is #join lang ng join. This is a mantra that our mostly gay mentors in the modeling world used to say to us na, don't overthink it, whatever opportunity there is, whether it's an audition or a casting. Don't say, hindi ako pwede dyan, whatever. Join lang ng join. And this motto has helped me in so many ways throughout my life. When I overthink an opportunity or I'm ready to say no right away, I say join lang ng join. And so this is also the title of the book I am writing, a self-help manual called
cool.
Join lang ng join, also called Go lang ng go and Try lang ng try.
Yes.
When can we expect this to come out?
I have been talking about this book for 3 years, and in 2024, I will start it.
Yeah.
So you are my witnesses.
Eto guys ha, take note
Accountability
na.
partners.
Everyone's a witness.
In-announce ko na. So, I guess end of 2024.
Yep.
Yay.
Join lang ng join.
Join na.
I like
Guys,
that.
you can look forward to Myrza's book. Diba? End of 2024.
So, all right. Thank you so much to Myrza for joining us today.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
so
you
much
for
fun.
Thank you for spending your holiday limbo with us.
Yes. Where's the fruitcake?
Wala.
Oo nga.
Sorry. Oo nga pala. Nasa bahay. So, thank you so much also for all of the tips. I hope everybody learned a lot of things.
And I hope everyone will enter 2024 as more confident individuals.
Diba? And that wraps up our episode for today.
For more internet things,
more internet.
Yep. Follow PLDT Home on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or X, YouTube, and TikTok.
Give your home Wi-Fi connection a boost also when you avail of Fiber Plus Plan 1899.
That is powered by internet speeds of up to 200 Mbps and comes with 2 Wi-Fi mesh units plus more exciting promos and giveaways monthly.
Just visit pldthome.com/fiber-upgrade for more details.
This has been Convos at Home by PLDT Home.
A space for conversations best shared at home.
Bye!
Bye.
Happy
Catch
New
you guys
Year!
next year.
Season's greetings.